Today, we're diving into a comprehensive comparison between the brand new JBL Charge 6 and its predecessor, JBL Charge 5. The Charge 6 brings a fresh detachable handle, improved durability, and an upgraded battery, while the Charge 5 has been a reliable favorite for years with its solid sound performance and party boost connectivity. But the big question is, which one is best for your needs and style? Well, let's dive into a detailed comparison of these two portable Bluetooth speakers and see which one is the right choice for you. And if you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving it a like and subscribing. Let's start off with the design and durability. At first glance, the JBL Charge 6 keeps the familiar cylindrical form factor of its predecessor, but introduces a few key upgrades. The most notable is the new detachable handle, which can be configured as a traditional grip or as a carrying loop, making portability much easier. Another major improvement is the redesigned base. The Charge 6 features a wider, flatter base, giving it more stability and preventing accidental rolling. Durability-wise, both speakers retain the same rugged fabric exterior, but the Charge 6 steps things up with beefed-up rubber bumpers on the passive radiators, increasing protection and making it officially drop-proof from 1 meter onto concrete. Water resistance is also better, with the Charge 6 earning an IP68 rating compared to the Charge 5's IP67, meaning it can be submerged deeper for longer. So if you need a speaker that's easier to carry and built to survive rough handling, the Charge 6 has the edge. Moving on to controls and connectivity, the Charge 6 introduces some significant changes. The biggest is the replacement of the Party Boost button with a new Auracast button, which allows the Charge 6 to link with newer JBL speakers like the Extreme 4 and Clip 5, but this means it won't be backward compatible with older JBL speakers using Party Boost, including the Charge 5. Both speakers feature the same top-mounted controls for power, Bluetooth pairing, volume, and playback. But the Charge 6 improves usability with a dedicated backlit control strip for power and Bluetooth functions, making them easier to find in low light. The Charge 6 also upgrades to Bluetooth 5.4 from the Charge 5's Bluetooth 5.1, offering a more stable connection and potentially better range. Plus, the Charge 6 supports audio over USB, allowing for lossless playback when connected via USB-C, a feature the Charge 5 lacks entirely. If connectivity and future-proofing are important to you, the Charge 6 is the better pick. When it comes to app features and EQ settings, the Charge 6 takes a clear lead. Both speakers benefit from the JBL Portable app, allowing users to tweak their sound and pair multiple speakers. But the Charge 6 introduces a 7-band customizable EQ, a major step up from the Charge 5's 3-band EQ. This gives users much finer control over their audio, making it easier to personalize the sound profile to their liking. The Charge 6 also includes 4 additional EQ presets, but those who prefer a custom experience will likely appreciate the expanded band adjustments more. Another exclusive feature in the Charge 6 is Playtime Boost, which extends battery life by reducing bass output. This can be useful in certain situations but does alter the overall sound profile. While both speakers allow pairing for stereo sound, the Charge 6's Auracast technology means it won't work with older Party Boost models, so keep that in mind if you already own JBL speakers. If sound customization is a priority, the Charge 6 is the clear winner. Now let's talk about the battery life. The JBL Charge 6 takes a strong lead in this department, with up to 28 hours of playback compared to the Charge 5's 20 hours. But there's a catch. 24 hours of that battery life comes under standard usage, while the full 28 hours requires enabling Playtime Boost, which reduces bass response to conserve power. Even without this feature, The Charge 6 still offers 4 more hours of battery life than the Charge 5. Another key advantage is the Charge 6's quick charging capability, which allows a 10-minute charge to provide an extra 150 minutes of playback time, something the Charge 5 doesn't offer. Both models retain the signature charge feature, meaning they can power external devices via their USB ports. But the Charge 6 switches to a USB-C output instead of the Charge 5's USB-A. If longer battery life and faster charging matter to you, the Charge 6 is the better option. In terms of sound quality, the Charge 6 comes with a stronger bass response out of the box, which many users will appreciate. But in objective testing using multi-dimensional audio quality scores, the Charge 5 actually edges out with a 2.9 rating compared to the Charge 6's 2.7. This slight difference suggests that while the Charge 6 has better bass, the Charge the 5th of may provide slightly more balanced overall sound. That being said, the Charge 6's 7-band EQ offers much more room for fine-tuning audio, meaning users can tweak it to their preference in ways the Charge 5 doesn't allow. While both speakers are mono, the Charge 6's enhanced EQ features make it the better choice for those who love customizing their sound.